Om Vakradunda
ॐ
Mahakaya
वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय
Suryakoti Samaprabha
सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा
Nirvignam
निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे
Kurumeva
देव
Sarvakaryeshu
सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा
Sada Saraswati
सरस्वती
Namastuvyam
नमस्तुभ्यं
Varade
वरदे
Kamarupini
कामरूप
Vidyarambham
विद्यारम्भं
Karishyami
करिष्यामि
Siddhir Bhavatu Me
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा
Sada Gurur Brahma
गुरु
Gurur
ब्रह्मा गुरु
Vishnu
विष्णुः
Gurur Devo
गुरुदेवो
Maheshwaraha
महेश्वरः
Guru
गुरु
Sakshat
साक्षात्
Param
परं
Brahma
ब्रह्म
Tasmai
तस्मै
Shri
श्रीगुरवे
Gurave
नमः
Namaha Om
सहनौ
Sahana
भुनक्तु
Bhavatu
सहनौ
Sahanau
भुनक्तु
Bhunaktu
सह वीर्यं
Sahaviryam
करवावहै
Karavavahai
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा
Tejasvinavadhitamastama
विद्विषावहै
Vidvishavahai
ॐ
Om
शान्ति
Shanti
शान्ति
Shanti
शान्ति
Shanti Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha
ॐ श्रीपरमात्मने नमः
Atha Panchamodhyayah
अथ पञ्चमोऽध्यायः
Shri Bhagavanuvacha
श्रीभगवानुवाच
Shloka number 19. It's an important shloka. Igaiva Tairjata Sargaha. So here it's subject Jivan Mukti is talked about. Ihaiva Tairjita Sargo Yesham Samye Sthitham Manaha
इहैव धैजितः सर्गो येषां सम्ये स्थितं मनः
Yesham Samye, not Sam, Yesham Samye Sthitham Manaha
येषां साम्ये स्थितं मनः
Nirdosham Hi Samam Brahma Tasmad Brahmani Te Sthitah
निर्दोषां हि समं ब्रह्म तस्मात् ब्रह्माणि ते स्थिताः
Iga Eva, here itself, in this loka itself, in this Prithvi, while living itself, Jitaha, won over. What? Sargaha. Sarga is this Janma Marana, it's called Sargaha. Sarga meaning creation, creation meaning the Janma Marana, the samsara. Iha eva taijitaha, taihi jitaha. By them, here itself it is won over. By whom? Tesham samye sthitam manaha. Samye, the word referring to Brahma. Sama is Brahma. So Brahmani, the one who has his mana, sthitam, firm, is rooted, established in Brahma, who has got nishta in Brahma. And nirdosham hi samam Brahma, the Brahma is nirdoshaha. The only thing which is without any dosha is Brahma. In fact, it is the adhara, the adhisthana, even for dosha. So Brahma, which is never contaminated, unadulterated, ever pure, nitya, shuddha, shuddha swabhava, nitya, shuddha, mukta swabhava Brahma. Tasmad Brahmani, therefore, in that Brahma, te stitaha, they stitaha, they have got nishta in that Brahma. Manam, manaha stitam, te stitaha. They remain in that Brahma. So Brahmani tasmat, therefore in that Brahma, te stitaha iti. Nishta in Brahma. So these people, wise people, Jnani, Panditaha, who is a Jnani, referring to the Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, Brahmane Gavi Astani. Shunishcheva Shavakecha Panditaha, the Panditaha, Stitaha. Okay, now we are reading that shloka. It's a long explanation. We have to start from this. Nirdosham, dosha, no dosha is there for Brahma. Atma, that is Brahma, which is Atma, which is Shuddha, pure. Nirdoshaha, without any papam, without any defects. Bhagavan also describes Samam Brahma in this shloka as Nirdosham. Samam Brahma, Nirdosham hi Samam Brahma. Brahma, which is Sama, which is same, which is even, which is uniform, which is Nirdosha. Dosha means a defect or a blemish, fault, defects. Ultimately, any attribute or equality is a dosha. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, they are dosha. Because that is a cause for Taratamya, the differences. Nirgunam Brahma doesn't have any attribute. What quality? That is Nirgunam. Therefore, any attribute or quality, it's a dosha, and it exists because it can only belong to a substance. But also the quality attribute doesn't exist independent of its own. It has to have its ashraya in a substance, exist in a substance. And a substance is always is anitya, not eternal. The rose, for example, the color of a rose flower, rose, the rose is roseness, the color is an attribute, as it exists in the rose, and the rose is the substance. It is anitya. Therefore, nirdosha means free from any defect. It means free from any attribute, such as mortality, that is mrityu, maranam, or division, any type of division, that is what division, it is aparichinnaha. Division implies apurnam. If something is divided, then it is limited. So Brahma is unlimited. So it is division free, limitation free, not limited, not divided by desha, kala, vastu. For those people, which people? Panditaha. Panditaha nirdosham samam Brahma, Brahmani tesitaha. For those people here who do not know the true nature of Atma, either Atma is something that as dog eating, etc., as attributes, defects. This is for those people who do not know. They see the differences. They see the defects. When you say that a dog eater is a papi, what do you mean? A papi means who has committed papa, and therefore all the papas are sticking to the person. So papa is the attribute, and it is sticking to the person. Therefore, the person is a papi. Why the person is called a papi? Because he commits papa. And who is this person? If you analyze, is a physical body the papi, or the sensor or the mind the papi? Which is papi? The body itself cannot perform any action because body is jada, inert, and therefore it cannot be taken as a papi. What about senses? Senses are also only karana. They are instruments. They just act in keeping the command of the person. Therefore, that also cannot be papi. They are not papi either. Similarly, the mind is also not a papi. It is to an instrument. It's antakranam. It's a means. Then who then is a papi? Atma is a papi. Then for those people who take the dog eater to be a papi, Atma is a papi. So when you condemn a person as a papi, you are condemning the Atma as a papi, because you look upon Atma as one which possesses all these attributes, all these defects. Atma has his defects. Atma is papa. Then Atma is papa. Already we saw before. Nakartruttam nakarmani lokasya srajati prabhu. Shloka number 14. Na karma pala sanyogam svavastu pravartate. Atma doesn't have sanyoga, association with the karma pala. Karma pala can be in the form of papa and punya. Therefore, Atma can neither be a papi, can neither be a punyavan Atma, because Atma doesn't have katrutvam. It is can neither create doership nor action, dissolve. But if you condemn a person as a papi, you are condemning Atma as a papi, because body is not a papi, body cannot perform, and similarly antakaranam or indriyani, they cannot perform karma of its own. Therefore, you look upon Atma as one who possesses all these attributes or defects. Then anything you do as those sticks to the Atma, and Atma is taken as defective, doshavan. That idea is alone is corrected here. Nirdoshaha iti. This means the Atma is already doshavan and keeps gathering more and more doshas, more papas, more defects. Already defective and adding further defects. Atma is equivalent to a substance, like any other substance with a nucleus, and attracts variety of seen and unseen results in the form of papa punya. This is the idea of the people, those people who see Atma as a papi. All of this sticks to Atma. For those who are deluded people, they think Atma is a papi. That is why they see differences. Who do not know that Atma is always pure and never affected by Papa and Punya. Atma is not affected in any way whatsoever. The dosha you impute to it, you attribute to it. Because Brahma, which is Atma, is always nirdoshaha. It is sama, always the same, even, uniform. Even when the Atma is taken to be a sinner and so on, when taken to be a papi and so on, even when the Atma is taken to be a papi, Atma is nirdoshaha eva. Sama means eka, one. Brahma doesn't undergo any change. It is always one the same. And in Brahma alone, the Panditaha, te stitaha, remain rooted. Samye Brahmani stitaha, they remain rooted. They abide in this knowledge, Brahma, darshanam, remain rooted because they are Brahma. Sarvatra Brahma darshan, Brahmarpanam Brahmahi, Brahmahrihi, Brahmagno, Brahmanahutam. Therefore, Atma being Brahma, they are rooted in Brahma. Brahmani te stitaha means that wise people have the knowledge that they are not different from Brahma. Previously, because of the lack of discrimination, Aviveka, not knowing the true nature of Atma, they thought Atma to be the papi. Atma was subject to Papa and Punya, meaning Atma is subject to defect, dosha. Not only Papa, even Punya is also a dosha. The chain may be gold, but still, if it binds a person, it is a cause for bondage. A chain, whether it is gold or iron, when it can bind a person, then it is not because it is gold, nobody feels pleasant because bound by the gold chain. So similarly, Papa, Punya, both are defects only. When you are bound, you are not happy, whether it is gold chain or iron chain. So therefore, Atma, therefore, whether it is Punya or Papa, Atma, they are dosha only, Atma not touched by the Papa Punya. Therefore, everyone appeared different. I have my own Papa Punya and you have yours. Each one comes with his or her own baggage of Papa Punya. Collects a lot of additional baggage also in this Janma by doing karma. Comes with the baggage, prarabdha. And already a lot of baggage is there in the account, sanchita. And leaves the world taking only the subtle baggage with him or her. Just as you throw away useless baggage and take only what is important. The subtle baggage called Papa Punya is carried to the next Janma. Even if you don't want to, you have to carry your Papa Punya baggage with you. That is the law. You cannot transfer it to someone. Nobody can take your Papa Punya. You have to experience your karma pala. As long as you look upon yourself as a receptacle of Papa Punya, that is assuming doership, kartrutvam, there will be connection with karma. Atma doesn't have connection with karma. Na kartrutvam na karmani. Kartrutvam not there for Atma. But as long as you have the doership of Agam Karta, iti, then this baggage will be with you. When there is notion, I am the doer is not out of Viveka. Atma is, I am, and we say Atma can never be the doer, can never do karma. Karmanya karma of pashyet, as we have seen. Atma can never do karma. Then what does karma? The ahankara, the kartrutvam, the ahankara, because of ahankara, Atma is taken to be karta. The ahankara and this Atma, they are mixed up. Satyam and Mithya are mixed up. Therefore, Atma is taken to be the karta. Therefore, the Aviveki says, I am the doer due to Aviveka. Therefore, one is bound. So, I am the doer is due to Aviveka. Because of that, he is bound. They remain Brahma, and there is no question of rebirth. Sorry, by Viveka, one comes to recognize the Atma is Brahma, now and always. They remain Brahma, and therefore there is no question of rebirth further, no Pudarjanma. Once they understand this and by Viveka, Atma and Atma Viveka, distinctly understand what Atma is, and when they say Atma is Brahma and Brahma is Sama, which is Nirdosha, when they have this clear knowledge, vision of Brahma, then there is no question of rebirth, because Brahma, Atma, Agam is Shuddha, it is pure, it cannot be the doer, it cannot do karma, therefore it cannot have karma pala. Even Karma is seen. Kurvanapi na karoti. While doing is not doing, as we saw before. Many words Bhagavan said. Kurvanapi na karoti. Kritva api nanibhadyate. Naiva kurvan na karayan. So therefore, there is no question of rebirth. They never return. Gachanti apunaravritim. They reach a state from there is no return. To remain in Brahma means they are in Brahma. Brahmavit. They become Brahmavit, Brahmajanati, Brahmavit, Brahmaiva bhavati. Therefore, there is no question of taking another Janma. So, Jivan Mukti. While living, they are free, and after Maranam, they continue to be free. That's called Videga Mukti. The interest in survival after death. You may say here that while it is very pleasant to think of yourself as eternal, Nityaha, you don't like the idea of not coming back. This is because you want to survive, which is every mortal's desire. Survival being the original instinct. No one wants death. And so one thinks he has to survive. I want to survive is a part of the original problem. I want to survive is because of the original problem, original papa, original sin, what we call in the theology. I want to survive. Atma always survives. Atma can never be subject to destruction. Nainam chindati shastrani, nainam dhagati pavaka. In the second chapter, Bhagavan said in so many words, Atma can never be destroyed. Then what is it want to survive? I always am. There has never been a time I was not there, you were not there. Iti Bhagavan said, Natvevagam jatunasu nattam nemen janadipaha. Second chapter, when he started the Upadesha, immediately he said, 13th, the 12th shloka. So therefore, if I want to survive here, naturally, I want to survive after death. Death of what? Death of Shariram, then I want to survive. The scriptures say that I will survive. In fact, Nachiketa also asked in the same question in the Kathopanishad. Yeyam prete vichikitsa manushe astityeke nayam asti iti chaike. Etad vidya manushishtatvayaham varanam eshaha varas tritiyaha iti. What happened to the Atma which survives after that? What happens? So it is the question he asks. Therefore, the scriptures say that I will survive. A point that I am very much interested in. And if I am told that after realizing Brahma, I will again come back, that I will be born with this self-knowledge and I will enjoy this world, that is also very interesting. That is very interesting. Once you have knowledge, Janma, again, it doesn't matter because Janma cannot bind you. Yep. Even if there is Janma. Or if I am told that after gaining this knowledge, I will have increasing layer of happiness, I enjoy that possibility. Perhaps I will have a different type of body, extra eyes, better ears, and so on. If I am told all this and similar things, I'll definitely find it very interesting. The problem here is that I think I am imperfect. I am insignificant. I am imperfect. That is a conclusion that I have made. It is self-made conclusion. Nobody taught. It is self-made. And because of that, there is a love for getting something better, something later. This is a problem of all samsaris. Samsara means wanting to become. That is what is called samsara. Therefore, they say, Swamiji, I don't like this idea of not coming back. I want to return. But the samsara, I can definitely say, don't worry, you will have come back. You will come back. You have to come back. Who told you won't be reborn? Just don't ask me how will you be born, because there are many possibilities. Karmapala is there. All possibilities are there. All type of janma possibilities are there. Any type of janma possible. You may be born as an angel or as a cockroach, who knows? But definitely you will return. Whereas for the jnani, no such thing happens. Panditaha, who leaves the shariram at the end, maranakale, maranantaram. What will happen to the pandita, the jnani? Knowing that they are Brahma, the wise are established in Brahma, Brahmani stitaha. They abide in the knowledge that I am not different from Brahma. The Brahma, which is Abhaya, therefore there is no cause for fear. There is no fear of death. There is no fear of even coming back, if at all possibility is there. Therefore there is no cause for fear. The original fear is the fear of death. The fear of death is not there for the Pandita. But Atma, the self, just is. It is not born and it doesn't die. Atma is not subject to Janma Marana. Therefore, it cannot be destroyed. Therefore, there is no fear. What is destroyed is only the Shariram, not the Atma. The problem is that I think I am subject to mortality. What is this I am? That is my inquiry. I am subject to mortality, imperfections, and attributes. That I am subject to doshas, that is the original problem. As long as one thinks that I the Atma, has attributes or defects, there are problems. As long as Atma is connected to Sharira Mana Sangata, that there are problems. Atma being subject to time is a dosha. Atma being subject to imperfection is a dosha. Atma being subject to sorrow is a dosha. That is what Bhagavan said. Ashochan anvashochastam pragyavadam shabhashase iti. The second chapter, 11th shloka, the Upadesha started with that. Atma is never subject to sorrow. So therefore, Atma being subject to limitation, that is a dosha. Atma being subject to birth and death, it's a dosha. Atma being subject to punya papa, doership, enjoyship, it's a dosha. As long as you look upon Atma as a doshavan, there is no way of getting rid of the dosha. If you remove one dosha, another will arise. That is why nirdosham iti. There is no doshaha. Doshahana vidyate yasmin yasya. Therefore, there is nothing to be afraid of. No dosha, therefore there is no fear. Therefore, Bhagavan makes it very clear that because Atma is free from doshas, nirdosha, therefore it is sama, same. Knowing this, the wise people, knowing this, wise are Brahma. Not that they don't become Brahma. They recognize themselves to be Brahma. Nirdoshaha, samam. There is no jiva left anymore to come back. Where is jiva? The individuality has gone, remaining in Brahma. Therefore, they have Taihi Jitaha. They have gone over the cycle of Sargaha, this Janma and Marana, birth and death. That is Moksha, liberation, Jivan Mukti. They are liberated where? Right now, here itself, right now. And after the death of the present body, there is no coming back. That is Videha Mukti. While living, they are free, and after Maranam, they are free. Does this mean they completely disappear? They cannot disappear. Where is the individuality? There is no individuality gone. But because all that exists is Atma alone, Satya Atma alone. Previously also, when they don't know that all the time also they were Satya Atma. Now also Satya Atma. Satya Atma exists. How can they disappear? When people ask Ramana Maharishi, when he was almost the deathbed, was about to pass away that time, people were crying. Then they said, you all people say I will go away, but where will I go away? The same thing. What this is what we are reading in the words of the Gita. What Ramana Maharishi said. Where will I go away? Where can I go? Then you can see the how Jnani talks. Yes, Ramana Maharishi, we all know it's a Maharishi Jnani, doesn't have Sharira Abhimana. When people are thinking that you will go away and they will miss him, then he asked, where will I go? From which place to which place I will go? Where is the displacement for me? I exist. With the Sharira, I exist. Without Sharira, I continue to exist. That is, he's talking from the standpoint of Atma. This Upadhi anyway will go away, but I exist. So what disappears is a false. The truth alone remains. So Atma is Satya Brahma, and Brahma is Bhagavan, Ishvara, the cause of the world, Jagat Karanam Brahma. You are Brahma, and as Ishvara, you are Jagat Karanam. Therefore, all that is here is Ishvara, that being no other entity. That is the truth. That is the Satyam. You are Ishvara even now. Even as Aviveki, while in Samsara, you are Ishvara. Who says you are not? Tattvamasi means you are Ishvara. Whether you know it or not, you are Ishvara. From the standpoint of Atma, you are Ishvara. The self, the Atma is Ishvara. When all there is Ishvara, you don't lose anything by becoming within code. You don't become, it is a fact. By becoming Ishvara, by knowing Ishvara. Therefore, there is no birth, and there is no death. Then what then is to be afraid of? That's it in the next sloka, we will see tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Dhanyavadaha.